Hey everyone, Smith here. We're going to be talking about Lucian. And Lucian is a guy with 2 guns. And I guess now my most played champion on this account. We are in our Gold 1 promos to Plat 5. And we're going to be playing the highest win rate, or not the highest win rate ADC. We are going to be playing the first guy, this dude named Lucian. And he... we're gonna take this one, this press the attack build thing. I personally like Kleptomancy more because it's more fun, but press the attack does more damage, so we're just gonna go ahead and take it. And let's get in the game. So Lucian's like some dude, right? And he's like a Grim Hunter or something from Demacia, and he had some wife's name like Cena, Sheena. Sona. Anyway, Thresh was like, "Hey, that's a good-looking wife or whatever. Here, take this lantern." And Sona's like, "That's not for." Lucian's like, "Well, duh." So Lucian's wife is like, "Oh, that's cool," and then she grabs it, and she dies, or gets consumed by Thresh's lantern or something. I don't know, but Lucian's just like, "Hey, that's not cool. I hate you now." But now Lucian has 2 guns, so he's kind of happy. But yeah, that's pretty much all I know about his lore. So yeah. So I mean, Ezreal and them could be in this push, I guess. Oh, okay. Yeah, he's dead, and I should be able to kill this Ezreal too. If he doesn't. Oh my god, he actually just outplayed me. Oh, fuck me. Damn, I just entered first blood pretty much. Or wait, no, I got first blood. It's all good. Oh, what was that flash? What a monkey.
An enemy has been slain.
That could have went better. At least I can start with 2 Dorans and a couple health potions now. I really just want to win lane hard to get fed enough to carry. But I honestly don't know how his lane's going to go, because what Ezreal did right there is pretty good. So he's either really good or he's, you know, what this elo is. So I mean, he's either smurfing or he's not. But in this lane, we should be able to win pretty easily because they're all skill shot oriented, and I'm an engage mobility ADC, so I should be able to just kind of win this lane really hard. So I want to be talking about like when's the best time to trade. Now, if they have less minions than you, or like you have better range, or you really want to pay attention to the abilities they have too, because depending on what ability they have or they don't have is like whether you get free trades or not. A lot of it comes with experience, and so now I'm getting ganked. See, this is I'd hate to make an example out of myself, but this is kind of what I get for not looking at my map and trying to talk, but that's alright. We'll learn next time to look at our map. A lot of this game just comes from experience, and you know how used to you are of trading. You'll learn pretty fast, especially if you try to learn and not just like autopilot play through this game. So right now my goal is to freeze against Ezreal, make it where these minions push into my tower, because if we can get as much of our minions killed and Ezreal not close enough to our minion wave, he will lose XP and he will lose gold. And doing that will make it where I don't even have to kill him to gain an advantage on him. You could win your lane coming out 0-0 and 0 if you play the minions correctly and not get ganked, or if there's no ganks or if fights never happen. Like, you can passively make your lane opponent, you can starve your lane opponent without ever doing damage to them. Just by controlling the wave properly. So around like really close to the tower range, it takes about 3 to 4 more minions for theirs to freeze in that spot, because your minions get there faster than their minions, so you need time for your minions to get there. So those 4 minions will be like pretty much the health shields of them, and the closer it gets to the middle of the lane is how it pretty much tells how many minions you need. So like directly in the middle of the lane, you won't need any more minions if both waves show up at the same time. A little closer, you might need 1 or 2. It pretty much, you'll learn based on doing it. It's not really that hard. And pretty much right now, how we have the wave, I don't have to worry about, I had to make sure Lucian didn't come. I don't have to worry about taking too much aggro because there's not a lot of minions to take aggro from, and since it's slow pushing to them, this is the perfect time to like try to do harasses or whatever and make sure they don't get too close to us without, that was a pretty bad trade for me. They don't get too close to the wave without us making sure they take damage or whatever, because the whole purpose is like putting pressure. You want to pressure your, hold up, Skarner might be going somewhere. You want to pressure the lane opponents and keep pressuring them so they can't really get anything in your lane. You want to make sure they don't get free minions or anything, because you can do a lot of harass while they're trying to go for minions. And right now I'm just kind of seeing if Lucian will come and kill this Skarner, but I guess not, so we might just try to kill this Brand that walks up. I'm gonna try to ping this dude and see if he wants to kill Brand, because this is a really easy cheese that pretty much you can do every single game. It's probably one of my favorite cheeses to do. There he is. Oh, nice. Okay. Well, this lane's pretty much over now, and Brand's probably super tilted. And that's a super easy way to win your lane right there. So now we just gotta shove this out. Whoosh. I want to see if this Ezreal pushes up. Oh, wait, if he pushes up, he doesn't have any teammates, and oh my gosh. Okay, so this is a good example of using a champion's kit to pretty much get free kills. So since he pushed up without his Brand, I can easily get a kill, and I could probably kill Brand too. I don't know who all, I don't think anyone's here, so yeah, that's fine. And Xerath is here. Oh god, that dude knew. I don't think he has ulti. I just wanted to get rid of those minions, just in case if I had to run. I didn't want any more damage done to me. But it looks like he doesn't have ulti, so I got lucky. So I'm just gonna recall and probably look somewhere else. Right now, we're kind of just like looking at what to do now for the mid game, because I know a lot of people always have questions for like, oh, I'm great at laning phase, I know how to freeze the wave and push it whenever and recall and not miss CS, and then a lot of people question like, oh, such a weak mid game. Well, for ADC, a lot of the mid game is grouping and just trying to be the best carrot on the stick you can be. So what I mean by that is like you have to try to bait them all the time. You're constantly wanting to bait the enemies with your teammates and trying to get kills out of it, as well as moving from tower to tower, getting as much damage on towers as possible. You want to try to just keep breaking outer towers as an ADC. Make sure you only split push if you're ahead, or at least on an AD carry that can 1v1 or possibly 1v2 any champions in the game, so your split pushing is better. As well as if your team can't fight without you, you never want to split. So like you want to make sure your team can fight without you, because if they can't, well, I mean, splitting is just going to get them killed. You flamed, you're going to rage quit, and then this is just not going to go well. So I recommend only splitting when you can deal with people, your team can deal with people, and then everyone's happy. Oh wow, is she actually teleporting on me? What is, are you serious right now? I call it, you're actually, I don't even really have to try to kill you. Alright, like you're actually just, oh wow, that actually killed her? Okay, whatever. That was so dumb. I don't even know. Okay, just, oh, wait a minute. Oh, I forgot you can't cancel your TPs anymore. Oh, that was, that's, she probably thought you could cancel your, that's unfortunate.
Kill a man more shadow than blood.
So now I want to talk about ending games. I'm getting a little late on the timing here on the video, but Baron baiting is a very good way of ending a game. Right now for this game that I'm in, we're so ahead right now that we're probably just going to be grouping and ending mid lane because we can dive them. But Baron baiting is probably the easiest way of winning games if you can like get your team to group and you know you can win fights. You can just like, this is solo queue. There's going to be a guy who runs it down and just accidentally gets caught, makes a mistake, think he's faker or something, and then he just pulls off some amazing play that might have worked if he, you know, did the right, but he messes up because, I mean, we're all humans, and then, yeah, you pretty much just win off that. Baiting Baron has been the way I've probably won about 60% of my games. I mean, in this elo, it's just kind of like wired that Akali just kind of ran at me. You pretty much can just win games off getting fed by playing the laning phase and like freezing correctly. Because I mean, even freezing correctly can put you so ahead that like you can walk up to the other ADC, four-shot them, and there's almost nothing they can do about it. Like you could mechanically fail super hard, and it just doesn't matter.
This is your moment. Now is your time. So prove yourself and